Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome inside here at Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you as we get you ready for tip-off for day 2 of this Eastern versus Cochise series. This is the 4th and final regular season matchup between these two this year. They will undoubtedly meet in the region playoffs, but it is the last regular season meeting. Cochise comes into this one 15-5 overall, 10-3 in the league. They've won 11-0. Eastern comes into this one 19-2 and 12-2 in the league. They ended their 12-game winning streak last night with the loss to Cochise. Starting lineups this afternoon for Misty Opats Cochise College Apaches. A 5'5 sophomore from Federal Way, Washington, number 1, Allie Hardwell. A 6'3 freshman from Cameroon, number 10, Michelle Colo. A 5'11 sophomore from Cameroon, number 12, Fortuna Ngawo. A 5'9 freshman from Mesa, number 13, Michaela Silas. And a 5'8 sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, number 25, Clara Gonzalez. Starting lineup for Angelica Apollo's Eastern Arizona College Gila Monsters this afternoon. Trying to bounce back, a 5'10 freshman from Adelaide, Australia, 00 Sarah Dang. A 5'4 sophomore from Lebanon, Oregon, number 4, Mary Workman. A 5'9 sophomore from Santo Andre, Brazil, number 10, Victoria Santana. A 6'1 sophomore from Morelia, Michoacan, Mexico, number 14, Elva Chavez. And a 6'4 sophomore from Syracuse, Utah, number 44, Gracie Sorensen. Taking a look at the box score from last night's game for Eastern Arizona College. Sarah Dang finished with 15. 16 for Victoria Santana, and Lainey Delin had 11, the 3 players in double digits last night. The Monsters led by 16 with 8 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the third quarter, as Cochise made a huge run to win last night's game, 62-57. Eastern was outscored 20-9 in the fourth quarter yesterday and looking to bounce back today. For Cochise last night, Allie Hardwell with 12, 15 for Fortuna Ngawo, the only 2 in double digits last night. We're ready to go this afternoon. As it will be Sorensen in Colo to jump center. To get this one underway here this afternoon. Hope you're having a good Saturday wherever you are joining us from. The toss and the tap won by the Apaches. Into the hands of Silas. Into the front court, now on top to Hardwell. Hardwell left side Ngawo. Left side to Silas, and Silas is fouled by Mary Workman. That'll be her first team foul. Workman has struggled with some foul trouble in the last 3 games now. It'll be Cochise basketball, front court left. In on top to Hardwell. Now on top to Ngawo. To Silas left side. Down low to Ngawo. She'll go right against Sorensen. Fade away on the way up, no good. And pulled down by Gracie Sorensen. Monsters' first possession of this one. Into the front court, right side, Dang with the basketball, hands it off to Workman. Workman comes right around a screen. Finds Sorensen down low, quick jumper, no good, over Ngawo, and pulled down by Hardwell. Into the front court, Silas, left side. Back to Hardwell on the left block, on top Ngawo. Gonna go left against Sorensen to the glass, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be the first on Sorensen. And the second team foul. The Monsters pick up 2 fouls within the first minute of the first quarter. Ngawo at the line. Her first one back iron and off, no good. She'll get one more. Still looking for her first points in this one. Second one is good. And Cochise up 1-0 here this afternoon. From time to time, we'd like to check in and see where you are joining us from today. So if you'd like, in the comments, go ahead and let us know where you're tuned in from this afternoon for this big Division I women's basketball matchup. Dang on top now to Santana. Santana near side to Workman, and a 3-second violation called down low against Gracie Sorensen as she was waiting for that play to develop. There'll be a turnover back to the Cochise College Apaches. Breezy afternoon here in the Gila Valley. A little bit of rain overnight, but up to 35-mile-an-hour winds through the valley today. Makes us happy that we are inside. Ngawo on the block. Turnaround, left-handed jumper up and in. And the Apaches lead it 3-0. Dang will bring it into the front court, left to right. Goes left on the dribble, on top to Chavez. Stolen away by Colo. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Apaches, and a timeout called by Cochise. 8:19 to play in the first quarter. 3-0. Apaches on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It'll be Cochise basketball after the quick timeout. Colo will inbound, front court left for the Apaches into Hardwell. Top of the key against Dang. Now back left to Ngawo on the left elbow. Out on top to Silas. Silas goes right, works against Workman. Now give and go to Colo, gets to the basket, wraps around to Ngawo in the lane. Pump fake, steps through, high off the glass and good for Ngawo. She's got all 5 of the Cochise points, and it's a 5-0 Apache lead. Into the front court, Santana on top now to Dang, near side to Workman, into the corner to Chavez. She's going to fire 3 from there, back iron, no. Dang with an offensive rebound, and then a steal by Gonzalez. Off to Silas, into the front court. 5-0 Cochise lead, into the hands of Hardwell. Works against Santana out on top. Swings it around to Ngawo. Works against Sorensen. Down low, knocked away by Chavez. Cochise gets it back with 7 to shoot. Long 3, right side, back iron and off. No good by Gonzalez. Sorensen clears a rebound. Off to Santana. Santana sprints it into the front court. Right elbow. Now drives, steps through. Blocked on the way up. Nope, they're going to say a foul. Will go on number 1, Allie Hardwell.
Her first team foul.
To the line to shoot a couple will be Victoria Santana. Allie Hardwell just found out that foul was on her. Santana averages 16 points a game. Gets her first here this afternoon. Had 16 last night for the Monsters, right on her season average. Santana's second free throw is good. 5-2, Cochise leads. 7:02 to play here in the first quarter from Eastern Arizona College. Hardwell into the front court on the right-handed dribble. Right side to Gonzalez. And a kicking violation called against the Monsters. It'll be Cochise basketball, front court right, with 20 on the shot clock. Silas to inbound, gets it down to Ngawo. She goes right against Sorensen. Pump fake off the front of the rim, no good. Santana with the rebound. Sprints it into the front court to the right elbow. Goes right, steps through. Hit on the way up, no whistle, and pulled down by Colo. To Ngawo into the front court. And she'll slow it up. Hands it off to Hardwell. Hardwell out on the EAC logo. To Colo, right elbow. Now to Ngawo, left elbow, jumper on the way, back iron, no. Sorensen with the rebound. Double teamed, and the ball's loose, and a whistle and a foul called against Cochise College, number 10, Michelle Colo. That'll be her first. Second team foul. It'll be Eastern Arizona basketball, backcourt left. Chavez to inbound to Workman. Now off to Santana. 5-2, Cochise College on top. Left side to Dang, on top to Workman. Workman gets a screen from Sorensen, goes right with it to Santana. Santana drives, looking for a step back to Workman. Workman to Santana, right baseline. Now finds Sorensen with 10 to shoot, down to 8. In the lane to a cutting Dang. Nice cut, leaves it short, and a whistle and a foul going to be called. Dang to the line. The foul will go on Allie Hardwell. That'll be her second. Third team foul, and that'll put Sarah Dang to the line to shoot two. Into the Cochise lineup will be number 4, Leamsi Acuna, the 5'5" freshman from Tucson. Replacing Hardwell. Dang at the line. Her first one is up and good. 5-3. Nearly 5 minutes. We're 6 minutes, 4 minutes and 10 seconds into this one. Dang, second one on the way. Up and good for her. 5-4, Monsters down 1. 5:50 to play in the first quarter of this one. Crowd still filing in. Looks like it's going to be a big crowd this afternoon here inside Giteau. Silas with the ball, goes right on Workman, finds some room, leaves it short. Dang there for the rebound. And Eastern has numbers on the sprint into the front court. Left side to Workman. Pump fake out on top to Chavez. She's wide open. Short, rebounded by Silas. And a whistle and a foul called on Sarah Dang as she lost her balance and fell into the Apaches rebounder. That'll be her first. Third team foul. Cochise basketball length to the floor right to left. Acuna will run the point. Near side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez against Santana. Goes right around the screen to the glass. Lays it up. Short. Rebounded by Colo. An offensive rebound. Nearly stolen by Workman. But Ngawo chases it down. Right side to Acuna. Acuna comes left around a Colo screen. Picks up her dribble. In the paint now to Gonzalez. 8 to shoot. Fadeaway jumper is partially blocked by Santana. And Sorensen pulls down the rebound. 5-4, Cochise leads, 4:48 to play in the first quarter. Elva Chavez gets to the bucket, can't hit the shot. I think everybody thought there was going to be a whistle there. They had to stop playing, and Ngawo comes down with a rebound for Cochise. 4.5 to play, Monsters down 1 here in the first quarter. Colo with the ball on top, in the paint, and a whistle and a foul called on the ground against
Monsters number 12.
There is no number 12 on Eastern. The foul will go on Gracie Sorensen. That'll be her second. Into the Eastern lineup will be Ashlyn Clarkson.
Subbing for the Monsters number 24, Ashlyn Clarkson.
Silas has blood, and so there she's going to have to come off. Silas has to come off the court for a little blood work. They've got 20 seconds to cover up the blood on the knee. And the training staff for Cochise able to get the cut covered up. Probably a court burn. And now the officials warning everybody in the paint. A lob in down low to Ngawo. Off the glass and good. Eastern knew the play that was coming. And they just couldn't get a hand up in time, and Ngawo puts it up and in. 7-4. She continues to have every point that Cochise has scored here in the first quarter. 7-4, Cochise on top. Dang goes left on the dribble. Now comes back out on top to Clarkson. Clarkson to Santana, right side. Long three on the way, back iron, no good. And Colo with the rebound for Cochise. She's one of the best rebounders I've seen this season in the league, Colo is. And Kuna into the front court. Left side to Ngawo. She'll go right against Clarkson in the paint. Pump fake, goes left now, running floater, and good. Everything she's thrown at the basket has gone in so far. She's got all 9 points. It's 9-4 Cochise over Eastern, 3:37 to play in the first quarter. Workman with the ball left side, comes right on the dribble. Down low to Clarkson, and Colo knocks it away and out of bounds. The Monsters are still looking for their first field goal. They're 4 for 4 at the foul line. It'll be Eastern basketball baseline right with 15 on the shot clock. Santana to inbound. Into Dang, near side in front of the Cochise bench. Goes left around a Clarkson screen. Keeps coming all the way to the basket and loses it off of her knee and out of bounds. It'll be Cochise basketball. Into the front court. Acuna with it now for Cochise. 3:17 to play, first quarter, 9-4. Apaches on top. Acuna looks down low, instead hands it off to Silas. Silas picks up her dribble, down low to Ngawo. Knocked away by Clarkson, but picked back up by Ngawo. And a traveling violation called. And now the near side official is going to call a foul instead against Victoria Santana. That'll be her first, 5th team foul, so that'll put Cochise at the line to shoot 2 with 3:01 to play in the first quarter. Into the Eastern Arizona lineup will be number 22, Lainey Dolan, a 5'10" sophomore from Central Point, Oregon, replacing Mary Workman. Free throw in and out, no good by Ngawo. 9-4 Cochise, 3:01 to play here in the first quarter. Second one on the way, that one is good. She's got 10, Cochise has 10. 10-4, Apaches on top. Into the front court, Dang with the basketball, left side to Delin, near side to Santana. Santana goes left around a screen, keeps coming, steps through, leaves it to Chavez in the lane, and count the basket for Elva Chavez. Count the basket. The foul will be on Ngawo. That'll be her first. Chavez, who did not score in last night's game, grabbed 3 rebounds, gets her first points of today's contest. Chavez to the line. Morelia, Michoacan, Mexico. For Elva Chavez. She hits it, makes it a 3-point play, and a timeout called by Eastern. 2:48 to play first quarter. Eastern 10, or excuse me, Cochise 10, Eastern 7. We'll be back after this timeout. A very passionate timeout speech there by head coach Angelica DePaulo of Eastern Arizona College. Eastern back to within 3. Their only 2 losses this season have come at the hands of this Cochise squad. They're trying to avoid a third. If Eastern could get a win here, their chances of finishing at the top of the league are high. If Cochise gets the win here today, Eastern's going to need some help to finish the top of the league. Ball knocked away by Clarkson, and Ngawo chases it down though. Out on top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez crosses over Santana, drives, stolen away, and Ngannou picks it up, and we're going to have a jump ball between Ngawo and Santana. It'll be Eastern Arizona College basketball. Nice defense there by the Monsters to get the turnover. Santana with it. Into the front court. Right side to Dang. Now to Santana. Santana drives. And a jump ball called on the way by. It will be Cochise basketball. Santana trying to create some offense. Cochise able to get a hand on the basketball on the way by. Acuna sprints it into the front court, right side around Dang. Now brings it to the center of the floor, goes right around a high ball screen, launches a 3, front iron no good. Rebounded by Gonzalez on the offensive end, out to Silas for 3, no good. And pulled down by Chavez. Chavez sprints it up the near side. On top to Santana. Clarkson calling for the ball down low. And a whistle and a foul called on who? They're going to call it on Ashlyn Clark. That'll be the first on Ashlyn Clarkson. And everybody in the arena is confused on the call. Even the PA announcer went to announce a foul on Cochise and was amazed to find out that call was against Eastern. Acuna into the front court, left side to Ngawu, goes left on Clarkson, cut off there. Tries to get it back door to Gonzalez, can't find her, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover back to Eastern Arizona College. 1:27 left in the first quarter, 10-7. Cochise on top here over EAC. Into the front court, Santana with the basketball. Left side to DeLynn, on top to Clarkson. Clarkson, backdoor cut to Chavez, to the glass, can't hit, and rebounded by Ngawo. It looked like just at the last second, Chavez out of the corner of her eye saw Ngawo coming over, and that affected her shot. Into the front court, right side, Gonzalez. Drives right, spins left through the lane, out on top to Acuna, 15 to shoot. Goes right, Dahlin on defense, in and out and back in, just a two from Acuna from the far side. Makes it 12-7, Cochise College with 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Santana into the front court, hands it off to Dahlin, on top to Clarkson, drives the lane, and loses the ball out of bounds off of her knee. It'll be Cochise basketball. Into the Cochise lineup, number 34, Alexis Reese, a 5'11 sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio. That's the second call in a row that Eastern thought was against Cochise, but in reality it was against Eastern. I've never seen 5 players be confused at the same time. Gonzalez, left elbow jumper is short. Santana with the rebound. A steal at midcourt, but Dahlin picks it up, off to Dang. Dang drives in the paint to Santana. Santana is going to be fouled on the ground with 11.9 to play in the quarter. The foul will go on 10. Michelle Colo, her second. They're going to say that is the 5th team foul, so that will put Santana at the line to shoot 2. 2 points this afternoon for Santana. First one is up and good. Monster still with just 1 field goal in the first quarter, everything else from the foul line. Cut it to 4, 12-8, Cochise. Second one by Santana, good as well. The Monsters stay perfect at the foul line. 12-9, Cochise leads, 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Acuna, top of the key, right side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez on top to Acuna, fires a 3, partially blocked. Ball is loose, Chavez pulls it down, and the Monsters get a stop. At the end of the first quarter, Cochise 12, Eastern 9. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this. Ten minutes on the second quarter clock. Lee Patterson back with you here at Eastern Arizona College. Thanks for joining us this Saturday afternoon on the Eastern Arizona College Athletics YouTube channel. Eastern Arizona basketball coming out for the second quarter. They'll have Chavez, Santana, Dang, Clarkson, and Dahlin. Monsters will inbound at midcourt. into Santana, around a Dolan screen. Now back on top to Laney. Thinks about a three, drives the lane, gets to the glass, and too hard off the front of the rim. Monsters have got to the rim several times here in the first half, but haven't been able to put it down. Acuna into the front court. Now to Gonzalez, drives right side, over the rim, no good. Pulled down by Clarkson. Off to Santana, sprints it into the front court, and she's fouled on the run by Clara Gonzalez. The foul on Gonzalez will be her first. Foul will be on 13, Michaela Silas. Her first. Far corner, Santana with it. Tries to get it down low. Ngawa with the steal, though. She's trying to go coast to coast over Dolan and hits. 14-9. She's got 12 of the 14 for Cochise. Into the front court, Santana with the ball right side. Down low to Clarkson. Clarkson goes right baseline, spins back now to Santana. Santana wants a screen, goes right, baseline, pump fake, now fades away. Off, no good. Silas with the rebound. Off to Acuna. Into the front court on the standing left-handed dribble. Goes left side, now lobs it down low to Reese, blocked by Chavez. Here comes the Monsters on the run, left corner to Lynn. On top to Dang, now to Santana. Santana to Chavez, she's feeling it from three. Good for Mo Chavez. 14-12, Monsters back to within a bucket with 8:22 to play here in the first half. Right side, Gonzalez with it for Cochise. She's going to try a three of her own. Back iron, no good. Dolan with the rebound. She sprints it into the front court to Santana left side. Santana gets around the defender. Down low to a cutting Clarkson who can't hit the layup. Pulled down by Silas for the Apaches. It's about 4 missed layups so far for the Monsters in the first half. Acuna with the ball left side, on top to Silas. Silas goes right side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez comes left around to screen, finds room, blocked in the paint by Santana. Santana pulls down the rebound, up to Dang, to the glass. No good for Sarah Dang on another layup attempt. Pulled down by Ngawo. Into the front court to Acuna. 14-12, Cochise lead, 7.5 to play in the first half. Acuna against Dolan out on top. Right side to Ngawo. Works against Clarkson, goes right. Pump fake, turnaround jumper, short, rebounded by Santana for the Monsters. So bring it into the front court herself, left to right. On top now. Swings it around left side to Chavez. Chavez comes right, running floater in the lane, and she's fouled on the way up by Reese. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be the first on Reese. That'll put Chavez at the line. Into the Eastern lineup will be number 4, Mary Workman. And number 13, Manu Aquino, the 6'1 freshman from Recife, Pernambuco, Brazil. And to the line to shoot 2 will be Chavez, as first she's got a left shoe to retie. She'll get 2 shots. Into the Cochise lineup, number 21, Amina Muhammad. First one by Chavez is good. This is a nice rebound game for Chavez. With 7 points already in this one. Too hard on the second attempt, pulled down by Carolina Padilla, who's checked into the lineup as well for the Apaches. 14-13, Apaches lead, 6:50 to play in the first half. Acuna, Ngawo right side against Aquino, gets to the glass, pump fake, turnaround is good. Fortuna Ngawo, left-handed, goes right, pump fakes, comes back to her left and puts it up and in, 16-13. Into the front court, Workman hands it off to Chavez. Chavez steps into a long jumper, back iron, no good. Padilla with another rebound for the Apaches. Off to Acuna. Into the front court at the logo. Cochise by 3. Right side, down low to Ngawo. Back out to Acuna, right side for a three. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Kino for Eastern. Off to Workman. Into the front court. Goes right, hands it off to Dahlin. On top now to Dang. Dang around a screen. Now goes back left, finds some room. On top to Chavez. Tries a three from there. Back iron, no. Padilla with her third rebound and as many trips for Cochise. Off to Acuna. Into the front court with a standing dribble. Right side to Muhammad. Muhammad loses the handle. Stolen away by Chavez. Off to Workman on the run near side. Workman gets into the middle of the floor. Kicks it out to Dang. On top to Dahlin. Over to Aquino. Manu faces. Now drives. Spins left. Goes to the glass. Blocked out of bounds with 16 to shoot. Back into the Cochise lineup will be number 10, Michelle Colo. And in for the first time, number 15, Shawnice Reed. Dang to inbound baseline right for the Monsters. 16 to shoot. Into Dahlin. Dahlin goes right, finds some room to the glass. Partially blocked and pulled down by Ngawo. Off to Acuna. 16-13, Cochise leads. 5:13 to play in the first half. Down low to Ngawo, spins left. No good. Aquino with the rebound for Eastern. Off to Workman. Workman directing some traffic into the front court. Left side. On top to Chavez. Near side around to Dang. Dang goes left, loses the handle, chases it down just before the time stripe with 12 to shoot. Dang working against Acuna. Monsters have set up a double screen. Now to Dahlin. Dahlin gonna fire a three. Front iron, no. Pulled down by Ngawo for Cochise. Leaves it to Acuna with 4:34 to play and a 3-point lead for Cochise College. Reed with it, goes left, picks up her dribble, swings it around to Acuna now top of the key. She'll go right on the dribble. Dang cuts her off on the baseline. In the lane to a cutting Ngawo, and a foul gonna be called against Aquino on the way up. The foul on Aquino will be her first. First team foul. Into the Eastern lineup, Victoria Santana. Replacing Elva Chavez. Ngawo at the line to shoot two for Cochise. First one is good. Alexis Reese set to check in for the Apaches for Ngawo if she hits this second. She does. She'll get a breather with Reese replacing her. 16 of the 18 points belong to Fortuna Ngawo for Cochise here in the first half. It'll be Eastern basketball down 5, 18-13. Workman into the front court, on top to Santana. On top now to Workman. Workman and Dahlin left side. She'll go left, find some room, out to Aquino. Aquino traveled with the basketball. It'll be Cochise basketball, backcourt right. With 4:02 to play in the first half and an 18-13 lead for the Apaches. Acuna into the front court, left side to Reed. Reed down low to Reese. Reese backs down to Aquino, and Aquino just takes the ball. Jump ball tie up. It'll be alternating possession. It'll stay with Eastern Arizona baseline left. Reese got that ball high, and Aquino just grabbed it. Nearly got the steal. Padilla in on top to Colo, hands it off to Acuna now between the circles. Acuna one-on-one against Dang, and a 3-second call down low as Alexis Reese camped out down there. That'll be a turnover back to Eastern with 3:47 to play in the first half. Eastern down 18-13. Workman into the front court, right side to Dang, on top to Aquino. Aquino looking down low for Santana, finds her, spins in the lane, steps through, blocked by Colo, and a whistle and a foul going to be called. That's going to be the third on Colo if it is on her. Nope, they're going to call it on 4. Leamsi Acuna, that'll be her first, and that'll put Victoria Santana to the line. 16-point average, the sophomore from Santo Andre, Brazil. First free throw rattles home. She is 5 for 5 at the foul line. All 5 of her points have come from there. Next one is good as well. In for the Monsters will be Elva Chavez, replacing Sarah Dang. 3:29 left in the first half. Monsters back to within 3, 18-15. As Acuna brings it into the front court. On top against Santana. Now right side to Padilla. Padilla drives right baseline against Workman. Loses the handle out of bounds. Great defense there by Mary to force the turnover on the side on the baseline. It'll be Chavez to inbound to Workman. Monsters can tie with a 3 on this possession. Workman into the front court. Top of the key, works against Reed. Goes left on the dribble now. Out on top to Dahlin. She'll drive right, find some room, steps through, scoop shot is good for Lainey Dahlin. Her first points of the contest. Cuts the Cochise lead to 1, 18-17. Acuna drives left side off to Reese. Reese loses the handle, stolen away by Dahlin. Here come the Monsters on the run. Leaves it to Santana, open for 3. Instead drives, finds some room, and can't hit the layup. And then we're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. And then some pushing and shoving. And technical foul going to be called. And players are going to have to be separated. And now the officials are going to sort it out. The officials are now going to, there was some pushing and shoving after that jump ball between Dahlin and Reed. And we'll see what the officials have decided when they break their huddle at midcourt. And when teams of this caliber face each other for the 4th time in a season, it's bound to be a little bit chippy. The official still talking it over. Both teams are done talking to their teams. Now here comes the lead official over. They're going to talk to the coaches. We'll try to hear from as far up as we are here. Double technical. I don't know that they accurately reported to the table what the fouls were.
We have double technical foul offsetting each other. One on number 13, Manuela Aquino for the Monsters. One on 34, Alexis Reese for the Apaches. They'll offset the jump ball.
The fouls were called on 2 players that I don't think were involved in that skirmish, but they were 2 fouls nonetheless. Manuela Aquino for the Monsters and Alexis Reese for the Apaches were hit with technical fouls, and we will go to jump ball. It will be Eastern basketball, baseline right. Ashlyn Clarkson will check back into the Monster lineup, replacing Manuela Aquino. It will be Workman to inbound baseline right for the Monsters, down 1, 18-17 with 2:28 to play in the first half. Down low, Clarkson with the basketball, leaves it to a cutting Mary Workman who can't hit the layup. And a traveling violation called on the rebound, called against Colo, who hits the deck. That's probably 6 layups the Monsters have missed in the first half, and they're just down 1. Colo very slow to get up after taking that fall. The official's going to check with her to make sure she is okay. She looks to be okay. She's going to stay in the ball game. Workman will inbound baseline right. Into Clarkson. Clarkson to Dahlin. Now goes left against Acuna. On top, 3-ball on the way from Santana. Back iron, no good. Rebound is loose. Hardwell chases it down for Cochise. Into the hands of Ngawal. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Monsters down 1, 18-17. Into the front court, right side, Acuna with it. Hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back on top to Hardwell. Hardwell gets a screen, goes left. Dahlin cuts her off. On top to Gonzalez, finds some room to the paint, lays it up and in. 20-17, Cochise leads with 1:40 to play in the first half. Right side. Santana with it, picks up her dribble on top to Dahlin. Over her head, stolen away by Acuna. Here come the Apaches on the run right side. Leaves it for Hardwell, and she'll wait for the team to set up. Left side, Ngawal in the lane, and a reach-in foul called against Santana. Coming over on, no, they're going to call it on Clarkson. That'll be the second on Clarkson. It'll be the third team foul, non-shooting. Gonzalez will inbound baseline left. Into the corner to Colo. Out on top to Acuna now. Acuna goes right. Workman on her hip. Over her shoulder, off the glass, and good. So as many free throws or layups that Eastern has missed, Cochise has thrown some stuff up at the basket, and it's just gone in. That's been the kind of day it's been so far. 22-17, Cochise on top. Workman with the ball, top of the key. Left side to Dahlin, wide open for three, fires from there, over the rim, no good. Colo's gonna let it go out of bounds, and it'll be back to Cochise College. 22-17, Cochise on top, 48 seconds to play, first half, 28 seconds on the shot clock. Eastern will get another possession, 2 if they get a stop. Into the front court, Hardwell with it, left side. Cut off by Dahlin, off to Ngawu. Ngawu, left side, and she's fouled on the way up by Ashlyn Clarkson. That'll be the third on Clarkson. I thought she walked first, but you only get one pivot foot. But Ngawu will go to the line to shoot 2 nonetheless. First free throw is up and good. Aquino will check in for Eastern after this free throw. And Aquino in for Clarkson. Monsters down 23-17. 6-point lead. Should down 24-17. It's 7-point deficit for the Monsters. Near side to Workman, goes left around the top of the key. Out to Santana, 18 to shoot, 18 to play. Shot clock and game clock synced up. Santana kicks it the corner to Chavez for 3. Good for Elva Chavez. 24-20 Cochise, 7 seconds. Hardwell into the front court right side. Knocked away, Colo picks it up at the buzzer, and that's the way the first half will come to an end with the score. Cochise College 24, Eastern Arizona 20. We'll be back to recap the first half right after this.
It starts with a destination. Your higher education journey begins here, in this classroom, in this residence hall, in this town. Outside the big city lights, opportunity shines with professors who know you and care. Like her, like him, like them. Here, small college experiences exist where you never thought to look before. This journey we take with new friends, exploring new places, and learning only in small class settings. Some of us find our path in music, in science, in health, while others find it in something even more hands-on. It is a place to arrive curious and to leave debt-free. Here, beginnings matter just as much as ends. So get out of your bubble. Walk your path. Find your way. And start your journey. Because no matter where you want life to take you, it starts at the SMART higher education destination. It starts at Eastern Arizona College.
Welcome back inside here at Gateau Gymnasium at halftime. Cochise leads Eastern 24-20. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half for the Cochise College Apaches. 18 of the 24 points for Fortuna Ngawo for Cochise. 2 points for Clara Gonzalez, 4 for Liamzi Acuna, and that is it for the Apaches in the first half. They shot 33% from the floor. They did not make a three. They were 0 for 6 and 75% at the foul line. For Eastern Arizona College, 2 points for Sarah Dang, 6 points for Victoria Santana, 10 points for Elva Chavez, and 2 points for Lainey Dolan for Eastern. That's it. Monsters shot 17% from the floor in the first half. They were just 4 of 24 from the floor. They shot 20% from 3, 2 of 10, but they were 91% from the foul line. They were 10 for 11 at the foul line. Let's see. Eastern has not led in this game. Cochise's largest lead was by 7. 4 bench points for Cochise, 2 for Eastern. The Monsters, after only shooting 17% in the first half, down by 4 at halftime. Tells me if they can make at least half of the shots they missed in the first half, they'll get it back in this thing really quickly in the third quarter. We'll take another break. We'll be back for the second half in about 8 minutes. Grab yourself something to eat, something to drink. Come back and join us. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Hope you're having a great Saturday afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the Eastern Arizona College Athletics YouTube channel. Monsters trail 24-20. But if you're at Helican Apollo and you got a chance to look at this box score from the first half, and you saw that your team shot 17.4% from the floor and you're only down 4, you're still in it. The Monsters were 4 of 23 from the floor in the first half. They were 10 of 11 at the foul line. Cochise College was 9 of 27 from the floor, 0 of 6 from 3. Monsters were 2 of 10 from 3 in the first half. Cochise will start the second half with Allie Hardwell, Michaela Silas, Michelle Colo, Clara Gonzalez, and Fortuna Ngawo. Eastern will start the second half with Sarah Dang, Mary Workman, Victoria Santana, Elva Chavez, and Gracie Sorensen. It'll be Cochise basketball at midcourt to start the second half. Moving left to right. Cochise basketball to start. Right side to Gonzalez, on top to Ngawo. Left side to Silas. Near side to Ngawo against Sorensen. Kicks it out to Hardwell. Hardwell goes left, pulls up 15 feet from the basket and buries it for Allie Hardwell. First points of the ball game for her, 26-20. Cochise on top. Santana loses the dribble in the front court. And Cochise comes away with it. Hardwell into the front court. Near side to Gonzalez. Drives into the lane to Ngawo, and we'll have a jump ball. Nice job by Victoria Santana to come over on the help side to get a hand on the ball. Alternating possession will give the ball back to Eastern Arizona. Eastern basketball, Chavez into the front court. Comes left, now swings it back right to Dang. Dang to Santana, off to Workman. Workman drives right, off to Dang. She wants a screen from Sorensen, gets it, comes left, leaves it to Gracie, to the glass and lay it up and in. Nice set play to start for the Monsters here in the second half. 26-22. First points for Gracie Sorensen this afternoon. 26-22. Cochise leads. Gonzalez against Santana, gets to the glass, lays it up and in. 28-22. Cochise on top by 6. Dang into the front court. On top to Workman, around a Sorensen screen. Now follows left, kicks it in the corner to Dang. Dang thinks about a 3, now with 15 to shoot. Gets it to Santana on the left baseline. Down low to Sorensen, through her hands, and picked up by Silas for Cochise. Up to Hardwell. Into the front court. Hardwell one-on-one against Dang. Off to Gonzalez. Step back 3 on the way. Short. Chavez there for the rebound for the Monsters. Up the right side. Into the front court. Trying to go coast to coast. And she's fouled on the way up. A nice aggressive move there by Elva Chavez. The foul will go on number 10, Michelle Colo. That'll be her third. Into the Cochise lineup, number 34, Alexa Reese settles in Chavez to the line to shoot 2. Chavez with 7 first-half points. Check that, 10 first-half points for the Monsters. First free throw is up and good for Elva Chavez. 28-23. (28-24) as Chavez gets them both. 28-24. Monsters trail by 4 as Hardwell brings it into the front court. On top, tries to get it to Reese, a little bit too high, out of bounds, back to Eastern Arizona College. Into the front court. Right side to Chavez. Chavez out to Santana. Santana drives in the lane to Dang. Right side for three. Good for Sarah Dang. Big shot for Dang. Monsters back to within one. Into the front court. Left side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez down low to Ngawo. Ngawo over Sorensen and score it off the left side. 20 points for Ngawo. Dang into the front court. Left side. Now on top to Workman, around to Sorensen screen. Finds some room. Mary gets to the glass and throws it up and in. Maybe it's that into the floor. That looked exactly like what Cochise was doing in the first half. 30-29. Cochise leads with 6:33 to play in the third. Goes left, drives, spins, and Silas on the board. Into the front court, Dang with it. Left side to Santana, kicks it to Chavez. Right corner for three, in and out, no good. Rebound is loose, and we'll have a jump ball as Santana and Reese collide. Alternating possession, we'll be back to Cochise. Into the front court, Gonzalez on top to Reese. Reese looking for Ngawo. In the paint, goes left, now right, against Sorensen. Off the glass and good. (34-29). Monsters trail. Into the front court, Dang with it. Goes left, cut off there by Hardwell. Right side, goes left around a Sorensen screen. Offensive foul called against Gracie Sorensen. That'll be the third on Sorensen. Coach DePaulo wants a flopping call against Cochise. Cochise was warned last night about flopping and never got issued a technical. 34-29. Apaches on top, 5:19 to play in the third. Left side, Silas drives again, gets to the glass, no good. Reese with the rebound, and she's fouled on the way back up. I believe that's going to be on Chavez. It is.
Foul against Monsters number 14, Alba Chavez, her first. Second team foul, shooting two, Alexis Reese.
It'll be her first. Alexis Reese to the line. Puts it up and in for Reese. Second one up, back iron, no good. Gonzalez in for the offensive rebound. Out on top, Hardwell with it. Left side, elbow jumper is good. Into the front court, Chavez. Left, right side to the glass and is fouled on the way up. Two officials blew their whistle. They're going to call it on 12 and Ngawo.
Apaches number 12, Fortuna Ngawo, her second. Second team foul, shooting two, Elva Chavez.
Chavez will go to the line. First one is up and good. Now Chavez to the line for her second. Puts it up and in for Elva Chavez. 14 points for her this afternoon. Makes it a 37-31 Cochise lead. Hardwell into the front court on top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez crossover, step through, leaves it for Reese underneath and lays it up and in. Cochise College has been able to break down the Monsters on the dribble, find some room in the paint here in the third quarter. They lead by 8 with 4:10 to play in the third. Sorensen left side to Dang. Dang goes right around a screen. Now back left around a Sorensen screen, and then is hit by Reese on the way by. The foul on Alexis Reese will be her third. That'll be a non-shooting foul. Eastern basketball, baseline left. Santana to inbound, baseline left, into Workman. Workman goes right around a screen, on top to Chavez. Chavez, right corner to Dang, down low to Sorensen. Sorensen kicks it across to Santana. She'll drive around Ngawu, leaves it in the paint for Sorensen, and we're going to have a jump ball called. Alternating possession, we'll leave it with Eastern Arizona with 6 on the shot clock. Dang will inbound, baseline left. Lob it in on top to Chavez. Chavez goes right around a screen, pulls up from the right elbow, no good. Rebounded by Santana with 1 on the shot clock, and that'll be a shot clock violation against the Monsters. Timeout called by Eastern Arizona. 3:39 to play in the third. Cochise 39, Eastern 31. We'll be back after this timeout. .39 to play in the third quarter, 39-31. Eastern Arizona trailing Cochise College, trying to avoid their first back-to-back losses of the season. The Monsters going to need some effort here in the second half, trailing by 8. Hardwell with the basketball near side, stolen by Santana. Right on cue, Santana steps through, off the glass and good for Victoria Santana. 39-33, Monsters back to within 6. Hardwell into the front court. Now near side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez on top to Ngawo. Looking for Reese down low. Ngawo instead. Going to go left and is fouled by Gracie Sorensen. And Ngawo slow to get up. Now they're going to call a foul on 0, Sarah Dang. That'll be her second. And Ngawo is down. And now they're calling on the training staff for Cochise College.
Official timeout.
And they're going to make it an official's timeout. And there goes the athletic trainer. And it's interesting to see the philosophy of coaches. So when the athletic trainer goes out, the player has to come off the floor. And so the head coaches try to wait till the last second to make sure that the athletic trainer needs to come out on the floor so their player doesn't have to come out. And Ngawo has been incredible this afternoon for Cochise College. So Coach Opat definitely did not want her to have to come off the floor. Looks like she's stretching. Are they going to let her stay on the floor? Nope, she's going to have to come off the floor. She will be replaced by Michelle Incolo, who will shoot the free throws. The first free throw is up and good. Colo, second free throw is up and good. Into the front court, Santana with the basketball, left side. Down 41-33, on top to Dang. Right side to Workman, into the corner to Chavez. Chavez drives the baseline, loses the handle, picked up by Sorensen. Steps through, and then a whistle and a foul finally called against Cochise College. The foul will go on 34, Alexis Reese. That'll be her fourth. It'll be Eastern basketball, baseline right. 11 seconds to shoot. Into the Apache lineup, number 3, Jessie Joaquim, a 6'2 freshman from Madeira, Portugal. Her first action in this series. Down low, Santana, hammered on the way up. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on 13, Michaela Silas. That'll be her second. Monsters down 41-33. 2:46 to play in the third. Santana to the line. The Monsters have been good there this afternoon. First one is good. 9 points for her. Second one on the way and good as well. Give her 10 to match her jersey number. Make it 41-35, Eastern trailing here to Cochise College. Into the front court, left side to Silas. Silas goes left around a screen, drives, leaves it back out on top to Hardwell, near side. Now out to Gonzalez. She'll drive, running floater off glass and good for Clara Gonzalez. 43-35, Cochise on top. Into the front court, Dang with it, right side. Now to Chavez between the circles. Right side to Santana. Santana down low to Sorensen, to the glass and good for Gracie Sorensen. 43-37 Cochise. Hardwell walks it into the front court, right side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gonna launch a 3, right side, and it's stuck between the backboard and the rim. That will be a jump ball. And Incolo says, I'll just get that for you. That was impressive. It will be Eastern or Cochise basketball. It'll be Cochise basketball on the alternating possession. Silas to inbound, into Colo. Right back to Silas, right side, gets a screen, goes left with it, drives, pulls up, leaves it short. Dang with the rebound. Into the front court now for the Monsters. Dang with it. Goes coast to coast, throws it up, can't hit, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on 10. Michelle Colo, that'll be her fourth. So Colo and Reese both with 4 fouls now for the Apaches, and Dang to the line for the Monsters with 1:40 to play, 1:41 to play in third. That is also the 5th team foul against Cochise. So Eastern will go to the line on every foul the rest of this quarter. Dang's free throw is short. She's got 5 this afternoon. Now Dang ready. Fires her second. That one is good. 1 out of 2 at the line for her. 43-38. Eastern Arizona trails with 99 seconds to play in the third. Into the front court. Left side, Allie Hardwell with a tough shot. It goes up and in for Cochise, 45-38. Eastern trails. Dang into the front court, on top to Chavez. Chavez right side to Santana. Santana in the paint to a cutting Mary Workman. Spins out of the paint, on top to Chavez with 11 to shoot. She'll back it up, gets a screen from Sorensen, goes right with it. Right baseline, 6 to shoot to Santana, 4 to shoot, step back 3 on the way, no good. Rebound is loose, and Workman pulls it down for the Monsters. Goes left on the dribble. Leaves it to Sorensen. Sorensen goes left, loses the handle, and we're gonna have another jump ball. That will stay with Eastern Arizona with 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock, 46.3 to play in the third quarter. Dang to inbound, baseline left. 10 to shoot. Inbound stolen away by Joaquim, and then a whistle and a foul called on Sarah Dang in the backcourt. That'll be her third. It'll be Cochise basketball, backcourt right. Ashlyn Clarkson will check in for the Monsters, replacing Gracie Sorensen. It'll be Cochise basketball, Gonzalez to inbound. Into Hardwell. Left to right into the front court. Hands it off to Gonzalez. Crossover, cut off on the right elbow. Ball is loose. Stolen finally by Santana. Monsters on the run. Santana, center of the floor, goes to the glass. Can't hit the layup, out of bounds off of Chavez, and it will be Cochise basketball. 24.2 to play in the third. Monsters down 45-38. Eastern has never led this afternoon. It's been Cochise wire to wire so far. Gonzalez with the ball right side against Santana. Cross court to Silas. Silas against Workman. Step back three on the way. In and out, no good. Clarkson with the rebound. Off to Santana. Santana from midcourt on the way. Good! Count it for Victoria Santana. That's a big shot. The Monsters needed a little momentum, and that might have been it. 45-41. Monsters trail by 4 as we head to the fourth quarter. Back after this. Welcome back here at Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Amanda Patterson on the book. Nathan Smith on the camera this afternoon on a windy Saturday afternoon in the Gila Valley. 45-41, Cochise leads Eastern as we head to the fourth. Hardwell with the basketball. Top of the key. Goes right. Dang stays with her. Jump stop, fade away, good. That's tough to stop. There's not much better defense you could do than Sarah Dang did there. Just a good shot by Allie Hardwell. 47-41. Cochise on top. Dang into the front court. Top of the key. Now goes left. Hands it off to Workman. Workman goes right. Now back left to Dang. Dang down low to Clarkson. Can't hit the shot. Rebounded by Joaquim. Into the hands of Hardwell. Right side on the standing dribble. Goes right. Now back to Joaquim. Goes right, spins, and traveled with the basketball. Good defense there by Clarkson to stay in front. It'll be a turnover back to Eastern. Back into the Cochise lineup, Fortuna Ngawo, who she's been out the last several minutes. Went down after she was fouled earlier. I think it was an ankle injury. She was over at the training table getting evaluated. Into the front court, left side. Santana with it. Now spins left, finds some room, kicks it out to Workman. Mary for three. Back iron, no. And a big one-handed rebound by Allie Hardman. She'll push it into the front court left side. Monsters down 6 with 8:46 to play. Into the front court. Hardman with it. Standing dribble top of the key. goes right on the dribble. Now on top to Joaquim. In the lane to Ngawo, and a foul called on Clarkson. That'll be the fourth on Ashlyn Clarkson.
Number 24, Ashlyn Clarkson. Her fourth.
Her fourth, the first on the Monsters with 4. 2 players on Cochise with 4. First team foul, non-shooting foul. Silas to inbound baseline right for Cochise. Into Ngawo, she goes right against Clarkson. Blocked on the way up, pulled down by Santana. Santana on the run, 3-on-1. Into the front court, offensive foul called on Victoria Santana. That'll be her second.
Victoria Santana, her second. Second team foul.
Lainey Dolan into the Eastern lineup, replacing Mary Workman. Cochise basketball left to right. Into the front court. Hardman with it. Works against Dang. Dang out on top to Joaquim. Down low Ngawo. She's going to go left against Clarkson to the glass and one, and that's going to be the 5th on Ashlyn Clarkson.
Foul against Monsters number 24, Ashlyn Clarkson, her 5th. 13 fouls.
Into the Eastern lineup will be Gracie Sorensen. Clarkson fouls out with 8:06 to play in this one. And Ngawo at the line to try to make it a 3-point play for Cochise. Free throw is back iron, no good. Rebound is loose, and Santana there for the rebound for the Gila Monsters. Eastern down 8, they need a bucket. Into the front court, Santana hands it off to Dahlin. On top now to Dang. Dang drives, now leaves it on top to Chavez. Chavez traveled with the basketball.
Apache's ball.
It'll be Cochise basketball. Backcourt right. Hardman with a standing left-handed dribble. Monsters go zone this trip down. On top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes left. Now near side to Silas. Fires the 3. Short. Rebounded by Chavez in the corner. And out of bounds, knocked by Joaquim. Oh, they're going to call a foul on number 3, Jessie Joaquim. That'll be her first. First team foul in the fourth quarter. Eastern basketball, down 8, 49-41. Into the front court, Chavez with it, top of the key, goes left, kicks it in the corner to Dahlin. Dahlin drives against Ngawo, can't hit the shot, and Ngawo with the rebound. Into the front court, on top to Hardwell. Goes left, gets a screen. Hardwell pulls up from 15, back iron no good. Rebounded out of bounds off of Chavez. It will stay with Cochise, baseline right. 7:01 to play, 49-41, Cochise on top. Into Hardwell, hands it back to Silas. Silas to Hardwell. Hardwell, right baseline jumper is short. Sorensen with the rebound. Off to Santana into the front court. Top of the key, Dang with it. Around right side to Santana. Santana drives, steps through, off the glass, no good. Ngawo with the rebound. Monsters starting to press a little bit here on the offensive end, down 8 with 6:31 to play. Into the front court, left side. Joaquim with it. Now off to Gonzalez. She'll drive all the way underneath, out on top to Hardwell. 16-foot jumper, rattles out, no good. Chavez there for the rebound for the Monsters. Chavez brings it into the front court herself, leaves it to Santana. Right side to Dahlin. Into the corner to Chavez. Chavez back to Santana. She's going to try a long 3 from there that's short. Rebounded by Sorensen though. Monsters get it back. And a fresh reset. On top to Chavez. She'll go right. Now back to Santana. Santana goes right around a screen. Contact, but no whistle. Down to 6 to shoot. Santana looking for some room. Down low to Sorensen. Catches at the buzzer. No good. Rebounded by Ngawo. And it's going to be a shot clock violation against Eastern Arizona. Into the Apache lineup, number 4, Liamzia Acuna, and a timeout called by Eastern. 5:32 to play here in the ball game. 49-41, Cochise leads. Back after this timeout. .532 to play here in this one. The offensive woes continue for the Monsters. They shot 17% in the first half. They're looking for their first points of the fourth quarter with 5:32 to play in this one. It'll be Cochise basketball, length of the floor, Hardwell. Left to right into the front court. On top to Ngawo, left side now. Acuna to Gonzalez in the left corner. On top to Ngawo. Spins left to Gonzalez. She'll drive. Knocked away by Dahlin, and it will stay with Cochise baseline left with 11 to shoot. Gonzalez will inbound. Baseline left. Throws it off the back of Gracie Sorensen. Picks it back up, and then a whistle and a foul called on Gonzalez on a reach-in. That'll be the first on Gonzalez, second team foul. First time I've seen that in person in a long time. You always see that on video, but when somebody throws it off the back of the defender, it almost worked for Cochise, but Monsters able to get the turnover. Santana into the front court, left side, hands it off to Dahlin. Right side to Dang. Dang comes left around a double screen. Leaves it to Sorensen, 15 from the basket. Dahlin cuts to the basket, nobody sees her. Off to Santana. Santana spins, steps through, around Ngawo, and lays it up and in. Nice move by Vittoria Santana. And that's the first points of the fourth quarter for the Monsters, and that cuts the lead to 6. Hardwell into the front court, left side to Acuna. Acuna on top to Joaquim. Back to Acuna, thinks about a three, now drives right into the paint, all the way to the baseline. Hardwell, jab step, drives, stolen away by Santana. Here come the Monsters on the run, into the front court. Right corner to Delenn, down low to Sorensen, catches against Ngawo, goes left, backs her down, hard move, left-handed and score it for Gracie Sorensen. Monsters to within 4, 49-45 with 4 minutes to play. Hardwell into the front court, top of the key against Dang. Dang comes right on the dribble. Now back left around a screen. Kicks it to Acuna, fakes the three, drives now in the lane, and a foul gonna be called on the way up. I think Santana, or was it Dang? It's gonna be on Santana. That'll be her third. That'll put Acuna at the line to shoot. Looking for her first points of the ball game. Check that, 4 points for Acuna. Into the Cochise lineup will be number 34, Alexis Reese, replacing Jesse Joaquim. Now Acuna back to the line for free throws. The first one up and out, no good. Monsters down 4 with 3:45 to play. That's still plenty of time, only down 2 possessions. Second one is good for Acuna. 50-45, Monsters down 5 with 3:45 to play. Santana will bring it into the front court. Off to Dang. Dang top of the key. Now to Chavez. Chavez to Santana. Santana back to Chavez, fires a three, straight away, short. Rebound is loose, and we will have a jump ball. That is the call down low. Eastern Arizona College basketball. It'll be Eastern basketball, baseline right. The shot clock is reset to 30, and they're going to leave it there. Dang will inbound, baseline right. In on top to DeLynn. She'll go left against Acuna. Now back right to Chavez. Plenty of time to shoot. Out on top to Santana. Santana hangs it off to Dang. Dang to Chavez, 19 to shoot. Goes left to Santana. Santana wants a screen, now shakes it off. Goes left, drives, kicks it into the corner to Dang. Dang, three ball on the way, back iron, no. Rebounded by Ngawu. 2:55 to play, Monsters down 5. Acuna into the front court. Standing right-handed dribble. Down to 15 to shoot. Trying to take all 30 seconds. Over to Hardwell left side. Drives right. Now back left around Ngawu screen. Ngawu goes left on Sorensen to the glass and score it. Tough to stop. 26 points for her tonight, 52-45. Cochise on top. Right side, Dang with it. Dang into the corner to Dahlin. Down low to Sorensen, goes left on Reese, kicks it into the corner to Chavez. Chavez drives to the glass, no good, but she's fouled. It bounced in and out. The foul will go on 12 Ngawu. That'll be her third. And that'll put Elva Chavez at the line to shoot 2 for the Monsters. Down 7 with 2:08 to play. First one is good for Chavez. 15 points for her this afternoon. She'll get one more at the foul line. On the way, good. 52-47. Monsters trail here with 2:04 to play. Into the front court, Acuna with it left side. Works against Santana. And a whistle and a foul called on Victoria Santana. That'll be her fourth. That'll put Acuna at the line to shoot 2. .152 left, Monsters trail 52-47. First free throw, no good by Acuna. Acuna will get one more for the Apaches. That one is in and out, no good. Rebound is loose and chased down out of bounds off of Reese. It will be Eastern basketball. Dang slides into the bench of Cochise. Looks like she'll be okay. And it'll be Eastern basketball. At the end of the Cochise bench, length of the floor. 1:49 to play. Santana into the front court. Top of the key, left side, knocked out of bounds by Acuna. Eastern basketball, front court left. Santana to inbound. In on top to Dang. Dang hands it back to Santana. Gets a screen from Chavez, goes right with it, now crosses over to the glass. Off, no good, but she's fouled on the way up. And the Monsters will go back to the line. Foul will go on 25, Clara Gonzalez. That'll be her second. Santana to the line to shoot 2. 15 points tonight for Santana, just 1 point under her season average. Santana's first free throw rattles home. Santana readies at the line for her second. That one in and out, no good. Reese there for the rebound for Cochise. Off to Acuna. Acuna into the front court against Dahlin. With 18 to shoot, 1:22 to play. Monsters down 4. Acuna against Dahlin. Goes left, gets his screen. Hands it off to Hardwell with 4 to shoot. Loses the handle, stolen away by Dang. And then a whistle and a foul at midcourt called against Cochise College. They're going to call the foul on Gonzalez at midcourt. That'll be her third. That's the 5th team foul, so that's going to put Gracie Sorensen at the line to shoot free throws for the Monsters. Sorensen's first free throw is good. She'll get one more with 1:04 to play. It's 2 for 2 at the line for Gracie Sorensen. Timeout, Monsters. They've cut the Cochise lead to 2, 52-50 with 1:04 to play. We'll be back right after this. One minute, 4 seconds left in this NJCAA Women's Division I matchup between number 9 Eastern Arizona College and Cochise College. Cochise won last night 62-57. They lead 52-50 with 64 seconds to play here. Both teams are in the bonus, so every foul will send a shooter to the free throw line. Cochise basketball, and Gawo to inbound into Acuna. Works against Dang. Dang forces her left, hands it off to Hardwell. Hardwell comes right on the dribble against Dahlin. Into the corner to Gonzalez. Back on top to Hardwell. Hardwell against Dahlin, 10 to shoot. Out on top, spins right. Now spin double through the double team, down to Reese, off the glass and good. 54-50, Cochise, 34 seconds to play. Santana into the front court, goes left, now back right, steps back, sets her feet for a 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound is loose and out of bounds off a Dang. It'll be Apache basketball with 24.8 seconds to play. Timeout, Cochise. Cochise leads by 4, 54-50. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one too. Back right after this. After the timeout, Cochise will advance the ball into the front court. Will inbound front court right. The shot clock is off. The Monsters are going to have to foul or go for the steal. Reese will inbound for Cochise. Down low to Ngawu, and she's going to be fouled by Sorensen, and that'll send Ngawu to the line to shoot 2. The foul will go on 44 Sorensen. That'll be her 4th. And Ngawo at the line to shoot 2. 26 points for her tonight. Make it 27 as she sinks the first. And Ngawo at the line for her second. That one is good as well. 28 points for her today, and a 6-point lead with 22 seconds to play. And Santana into the front court to DeLynn. Long three on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Chavez with the rebound. Fires a three. Good for Elva Chavez. 10 seconds to play. Off to Gonzalez. And then a foul called on Elva in the front court. Santana went down in the backcourt. A little slow to get up, but she looks to be okay. And Chavez will pick up her second foul. And that'll put Gonzalez at the line for two. With 6.7 seconds to play, Monsters trail by 3. Gonzalez' first free throw is good. One more for Gonzalez. Fires that one, and good. A 5-point lead for Cochise with 6.7 seconds to play. Into Santana. Santana left side to Dolan for three. Off glass and good with 0.4 seconds to play. And that's going to be the ball game. Cochise College comes to Thatcher and sweeps the Gila Monsters 58-56 in game number 2. That'll move Cochise's win streak to 12. Monsters have dropped 2 in a row to Cochise College, and now all three of their losses have come at the hands of the Cochise College Apaches. We'll take a break. We'll come back to recap this one right after this. We'll go back in here to Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Final score 58-56. Cochise College wins it over Eastern Arizona. Let's take a look at the scoring for Cochise. Allie Hardwell, 8 points and 3 rebounds. 5 points for Liamsia Kuna. 2 points and 4 rebounds for Michelle Colo. 28 points and 11 rebounds for Fortuna Ngawo. 2 points and 3 rebounds for Michaela Silas. 8 points and 2 rebounds for Clara Gonzalez. And 5 points and 2 rebounds for Alexis Reese. For Eastern Arizona this afternoon, Sarah Dang with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Mary Workman had 2 points, 16 points and 7 rebounds for Victoria Santana. 19 points and 7 rebounds for Elva Chavez. 5 points for Lainey Dolan. 8 points and 7 rebounds for Gracie Sorensen. And taking a look at the final shooting numbers for Cochise. For the game, they were 22 of 52, 42.3%. Cochise did not make a three this afternoon. They were 0 for 11 from behind the arc and 14 of 21 at the foul line. For Eastern Arizona College, they were 14 of 45 for the game. That's 31%. They shot 66% in the third quarter, 30.1% in the fourth quarter to finish the game at 31.1 in this one. They were 14 of 45 from the floor, 6 of 21 from 3, and 22 of 25 at the foul line. Eastern outscored Cochise 15-13 in the fourth, and they each scored 21 in the third quarter. Eastern never led. Cochise went wire to wire. Their largest lead was 8 with 4:56 to play in the third quarter. That'll do it for us here for game 1 on day 2. The men's game coming up in 20 minutes back here on the Eastern Arizona College YouTube channel. Thanks for joining this afternoon. Be safe.